peace and joy you could possibly want. It is relatively easy to start thinking that your mind is a problem, or at the very least, your way of thinking is. Judgment doesn't help. Gentleness, love, patience, and practice do. Judging your mind and creating an internal tug of war only creates more conflict. Shifting the way you look at life is about creating greater peace of mind. As you become more mindful of your thoughts, your choices change. As you become aware of what is, how you habitually think about life, it is much easier to make choices that are consistent with creating what you really want. Mindfulness is a very powerful tool that will enable you to change your perspective and in the process, change your experience of life. Clarity Corner. Mindfulness is a spiritual practice that is empowering and transformational. As you practice mindfulness, you intentionally focus your awareness on your thoughts and actions in the present moment in an accepting and non-judgmental manner. Mindfulness is applied gently to bodily actions and to the mind's own thoughts and feelings. In Buddhism, mindfulness is considered a prerequisite for developing insight and wisdom. How you think is a habit, and you can change your perspective with a bit of practice. I frequently use the word allow and the phrase allow for the possibility. If you are willing to allow for the possibility, you open the door to new ways of thinking and the limitless possibilities life holds. The simple act of allowing changes a lot. Are you willing to allow for the possibility that you can be deliriously happy, feel totally fulfilled, loved, accepted, and at peace? It is possible. Pebbles in a pond. Thoughts are like ripples on a pond. I find this meditation very restful, and it helps me realize how all of my choices affect my experience of life. You can use this meditation to relax, change the way you are feeling, and fill your life with peace and a sense of ease. Imagine yourself standing beside a beautiful, peaceful pond. Majestic trees surround its edges. The air smells sweet and clean. There is a gentle breeze. As you walk around the edge of the pond, butterflies float effortlessly along. The sky is full of fluffy clouds and the air is a perfect temperature. You are moved by the beauty and serenity. You walk along until you see an inviting bench sitting at the end of a short, wide dock. The sun sinks lower in the sky, filling the land with long, graceful shadows. Dragonflies touch the surface of the water, creating ripples. You allow yourself to be filled with the peace and magic of this special place. Next to the bench is a small pile of pebbles. They are beautiful little stones. Each one is unique and special. pebbles as they emanate outward in ever-expanding circles. The ripples intersect and mingle in seemingly random patterns. As you watch the ripples, you realize they are much like your thoughts. Every one expanding, intersecting, connecting, and growing. You realize that if you throw in pebbles of peace into your life, you get more peace. If you think judgmental thoughts, you create judgment and fear. As you sit silently on that bench, you decide to throw pebbles of love into your life. And as you do, you effortlessly let go of your old thoughts of judgment and fear. Did you know, much like a computer, your mind is repetitive, repeating only what it already knows? Today, you will think 95% of the same thoughts you thought yesterday, unless you are consciously making new choices. Don't work. If I say to you, whatever you do, don't think about a red fire truck, you automatically think of one just upon hearing the words. At a profound level, the universe and our minds simply don't hear negatives. If you think, I don't want to feel alone anymore, guess what? It is the same as saying, I want to be lonely. If instead you focus on what you do want, you'll get more of that as well. Instead of saying, I don't want to be lonely, think, I want to feel loved or connected. Giving yourself permission to know what you truly want is a very big step toward freedom, happiness, peace of mind, and joy. The external world is temporary and constantly changing. If you expect something out there to bring you happiness, you are going about it the hard way. It's much easier to give yourself permission to have it regardless of external circumstances. Wise words. If one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life he imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected and common hours. Henry David Thoreau, writer and naturalist. If you want to feel loved, love yourself. If you want more money, explore what the money means to you. If you find you believe it will help you feel secure, then give yourself permission to feel secure whether you have money or not. Focus on what you do want. Explore the reasons for the desire, and then decide if you are willing to allow yourself to have it. Discovering your inner sanctuary. This meditation helps you create a place within yourself where you feel safe and can connect with your innate inner wisdom. Use it often until you can go at will to your inner sanctuary. smaller and smaller. You are so tiny you can easily float upward and fly. You fly towards your forehead and walk directly into an opening right in the middle of your forehead. You stand there for a moment and then leap off into space, flying downward toward the very center of your being. The ride is exhilarating. You laugh with joy. As you reach the core of your being, you find a very special place. It is your sanctuary. It is a place of peace, full of wisdom, where you can connect with yourself, recharge your spirit, and bask in the unconditional love that is the essence of who and what you really are. You spend some time then becoming familiar with your inner sanctuary. It can feel like a real place within you, or simply a feeling. Decorate it. Fill it with whatever pleases you. Mountains and streams, a fireplace, and an overstuffed chair. Fill it with lots of things, or nothing at all. This is a place where you can connect with yourself and your own inner wisdom. To help you access that wisdom, you can create a library or a talking computer. You can fill your sanctuary with other people or beings that can help you. Take some time and connect. Allow yourself to be filled with the magic and wonder that fills your sanctuary. Come here often. Wise words. Our true home is in the present moment. To live in the present moment is a miracle. The miracle is not to walk on water. The miracle is to walk on the green earth in the present moment, to appreciate the peace and beauty that are available now. Peace is all around us, in the world and in nature, and within us, in our bodies and in our spirits. Once we learn to touch this peace, we will be healed and transformed. It is not a matter of faith, it is a matter of practice. Thich Nhat Hanh, Buddhist monk and author. The only one who matters is you. Have you ever had someone accuse you of being selfish? Being selfish has a negative connotation and is highly underrated. Being selfish is simply the act of putting yourself first, so you have more than enough love to share with other people. If Mother Teresa had shown up in India with no food and no resources, she certainly wouldn't have been able to feed the poor and help so many people. The most important person in your world is you. Imagine what life would be like if all people took care of themselves, loved themselves unconditionally, were accepting of themselves and others while they clearly asked for what they wanted and needed. How much easier life would be. Everyone would have more than enough. share of myself. I was shocked because he was a very loving man. He went on to say, make sure you always keep your own cup full and then share only of the overflow. He told me to make sure I always took care of my wants and needs, nurtured myself, and took time each day to connect with my spirit. He said, then I would always have enough to share with others. When you put yourself first, you have enough to share with the rest of the people in your life. If you're too busy to take care of yourself, you are too busy. Sitting in the middle of the lake, this meditation is a great way to quiet your mind, especially in the midst of turmoil. You can use it whenever your thoughts begin creating waves in your life. Imagine yourself sitting comfortably on the surface of the water in the middle of the lake. You are feeling totally calm, relaxed, and at peace. It feels wonderful to be sitting on the water. You begin to notice that each thought you have causes a ripple on the surface of the water. As you calm your thoughts, the water's surface becomes totally still. You allow yourself to play with the waves in your thoughts. You begin to think about something on the waves lap at your feet. You think about something you find upsetting and your body begins to rock with the waves. You quiet your thoughts and the water begins to look like a mirror, reflecting the clouds on its surface. You breathe deeply and fill yourself with a deep sense of peace and ease. As you float on the surface of the water, you think thoughts that fill you with a sense of self-acceptance. You see yourself effortlessly doing things for yourself, loving things, nurturing things that fill your inner cup to overflowing. You see yourself with a profound generosity of spirit, feeling full and sharing openly of the overflow. It feels so good to give yourself what you want and need. It is a pleasure to do things for yourself, to truly take care of yourself, and to be selfish enough to love yourself. You begin to realize being selfish is actually an act of love, and that being selfless can be an action based on scarcity and fear. Selflessness often comes from a desire to be liked, so you selfishly fill yourself up with love and acceptance until it fills each and every cell of your body and overflows into the world around you. You sit back and enjoy the support of the water and the peace it brings you. Wise words. For me, it is far better to grasp the universe as it really is than to persist in delusion. However, satisfying and reassuring. Carsagan, blowing in the wind. Thoughts come and go. They are a lot like the wind. You can't see the wind directly, but you can watch it move the trees and the grass. You can feel it on your face. The wind can destroy property or be used to generate electricity. The is just the wind. Life is just life. Everything in life is emotionally neutral. Something happens, and then we tell ourselves a story about what happened. It is our story that creates the emotions. Nothing in life is inherently good or bad. Of course, certain behaviors are more desirable than others, but it's important for us to realize we create the emotions. Taking responsibility for our emotional reactions gives us a great deal of freedom. We can actually choose how we want to feel rather than being a victim to events around us. We can learn to be happy regardless of what is happening around us. Did you know a variety of medical studies have shown that being mindful is beneficial in reducing chronic pain, helping with sleep disorders, and relieving numerous stress-related health issues? And the patients in the studies reported feeling better too. Walking mindfully. Walking mindfully is a form of walking meditation. It's very soothing to walk slowly, breathing fully, feeling each leg as it moves, and noticing your foot as it rises and falls and supports your weight. When you don't feel like going for a walk outside, you can go for a walk in this mystical forest. Focus your attention on your feet. Wiggle your toes and really feel your feet. Imagine yourself standing under a canopy of trees. The path beneath your feet is moss covered, and sunlight gently filters through the leaves, creating shimmering areas of light. The forest is very quiet, filled only with the sound of the wind and the occasional birds celebrating life. Feel the soft moss underfoot. Slowly pick up one leg and place it in front of you. Notice how it feels to walk, slowly shifting your weight from one leg to the other. Breathe deeply, filling your lungs with the smells of the forest. Focusing your attention fully on the process of walking slowly along the path. Stop for a moment and really feel your body. Move your shoulders, rotate your head slowly, and wiggle your hips. Pick up one foot and balance on just one leg. Feel your body as it engages various muscles to maintain your balance. Focus your thoughts and feelings mindfully on the process of moving your body from one place to another. Think of a baby as he learns to walk. At first he falls down more than he stands up, but with a bit of practice, he's able to walk and run and jump. Mindfully focus your attention on your ability to walk and allow yourself to stroll mindfully amongst the trees. That's the way. Spiritual practices do require practice. The more often you practice them, the greater the benefits and the easier they become. Give yourself the gift of playing ingredients and the people who picked the crops, the truckers who carried it, the people who built the trucks, and the people who refined the gas. Think of all the people who made your favorite food possible. Now think of the sun and the moon and the stars that fill each and every cell of the food. Slowly and mindfully savor your favorite food. Imagine the stars as they fill your body, and give thanks to all the people who made it possible. Alright guys, that is the end of our guided meditation for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, feel free to comment, and if you have